Hello dear grade 8 students, and welcome to a very interesting writing lesson. And in today's lesson we are going to study how to develop like an evaluative piece of writing or an evaluative essay. So to begin with, let's get started with our lesson objective, and also we have only one objective for today's lesson, which is going to be learn and develop an evaluative essay. And for you, my dear students, for grades 7, 8, 9, and 10, until you get to grade 12, you are supposed to write such a piece of writing. And in this lesson, we are going to study how to develop evaluative essay. Let's first think about this word, evaluative. And when we look at this word, it comes from the verb to evaluate. This is the verb. And when we have the verb evaluate, what does evaluate mean? To evaluate something. For example, when you go to the cinema and you watch a movie, you said, for example, this is a very interesting movie, or this is a very bad movie, or that was a very awful movie. By saying or describing this movie with these words, you are evaluating, okay? You are evaluating, تقيم. You are giving your opinion, in other words. So here we have a very important word, which is opinion. Okay? When you give an opinion on something, it means that you are giving your description toward that thing. For example, when we have very famous companies and we compare between these two companies, we said that this company is better than this one because this company has a lot of features that makes it very popular in the world, for example. So you are giving your opinion, but on the other hand, there are other people who are having who have different opinion, which is not like yours. Good. So here we are going to give and learn how to develop an opinion essay or an opinion writing. Good. And what is the purpose behind giving your opinion? The purpose is to convince your reader and to convince your teacher as a reader to your article. And here you are going to give your reasons, support your ideas or support your opinion with different reasons. Good. So as we have here, the questions look like this one. For example, write at least 60 words on the following topic. You are given like a topic, living in villages is better than living in cities. So here we have two sides, as you can see. The first side is living in villages, and the other side is living in cities. Okay, and here you have to study carefully the question, because whenever you understand the question, you are going to develop a very perfect piece of writing. Okay, so when we have like villages, why do you think that living in villages is better than living in cities? Do you agree with this statement or not? When we have, do you agree, like this one, this word, as you can see, do you agree? Agree means يوافق. Okay? Do you agree with this point of view or not? Okay? If you agree, give your reason. For example, if I agree that living in the villages is better than living in cities. So, for example, let's say that my reasons for giving this point of view, for example, villages are quiet. Okay, and also cheap. They are cheaper. Living in villages is cheaper than living in cities, and also people know each other. They are close to each other. People are close to each other. See, so this is the most important thing when you want to develop an evaluative essay. So you need to brainstorm. Okay, when you brainstorm, it means that you need like يعني عصف ذهني. You need to brainstorm and organize your ideas or organize your reasons, because when you organize your reasons, you are going to develop a perfect evaluative article. Okay? Good. Now, this is the way of having this, the questions. Look at this, a question which is about, do you like indoor or outdoor activities? Give reasons, or do you agree or not? So here you have the choice. You need to choose, do you prefer indoor activities or outdoor activities? And here you need to think, which one do you prefer? أيهما تفضل? And then, if you prefer, for example, indoor activities, you need to support your idea with your reasons, examples, facts, evidence, with everything. Okay? But if you choose outdoor activities are better than indoor activities, you need also to support your opinion with the same thing, with reasons and so on and so forth. So for example, let's say that outdoors activities are important because there are some movements, and also they are enjoyable and it is healthy for our bodies, like these reasons. Good. The most important thing for you, I have brought something for you guys. Let me show you this. Okay? And this is a surprise, by the way. Some students, what do they say? For example, they say, teacher, I have like an introduction and conclusion. And as we can see in this screen, that the essay outline should start with what? Should have like introduction, body paragraphs, and conclusion. For students, if students want to just develop or write only the introduction and the conclusion, اللي هي المقدمة والخاتمة. And many students do like that. I have memorized the introduction and the conclusion. Is it good? I will tell you that it's like this bread. This is the introduction and this is your conclusion. And when you memorize introduction and conclusion, you are giving your teacher or your reader like this piece of burger. On the other hand, when you have the introduction and when you have the body paragraphs or the supporting reasons that support your point of view, you are going to get like this wonderful, like this wow burger. And it is of course tasty. And of course you want to give your teacher this burger, but not this burger. Good? So this is the point. You need to give an introduction, then you need to give the body paragraphs, the salad, the beef, and some spicy things, okay? And then the last thing, which is the conclusion, okay? Good. So I will keep the burger here in order just to see the students who are going to develop a very interesting evaluative essay. Good. So as we can see here in the screen, that the introduction, this is the first part of your lesson, and here we have the body paragraph 1, 2, and 3, and they can be only 2 for your case, or it can be 1. It should be convincing. This is the main point. أهم شيء أن تكون الأسباب مقنعة. Okay? يجب أن تكون مقنعة. So, what should we write in the introduction? In the introduction, you need to talk about the topic in general. أول حاجة تتكلم عن الموضوع بشكل عام, and then state your opinion in a statement that will write about in the rest of the paragraph. Good. And then in the body paragraph, we have the first reason, the topic sentence, and then the supporting details. And what do we mean by supporting details? We mean the examples, the facts, like these things. Okay, so we are moving from the first part to the next part. And then for the conclusion, في الختام, we are going to restate our opinion. The same thing that we put in the introduction, we need to restate it in the conclusion, and I will show you how to do that in just a few minutes. Good, guys? So please imagine yourself as a chef and prepare a very wonderful piece of writing for your readers in order to be convinced about your point of view. Good. But before we get into the practical part of this lesson, let's have a look at the useful phrases that can help us in developing our writing, writing our opinion towards something. Okay? For example, when you want to give your opinion, you are going to see, you can say, in my opinion. Okay? In my opinion, comma, and then you state your opinion here. Then we have another one, personally, and I will use it in a few minutes. Personally, I think that, and then I state my opinion. This is very good and very interesting, and it is very easy to remember, okay? It needs only some practice. Also, I strongly feel that. Also, we have, I strongly agree that. We can remove strongly if you don't like to. Okay, I feel that, I agree that, or I strongly agree that. It makes it strong. Okay, and it seems to me that living in cities is better than living in villages, for example. Okay, so this is how to raise or give our opinion. Also, when you want to provide reasons, you can say as a result or therefore, or you can start with my main reason is that. Okay? And for giving examples, we can say, for example, comma, and then we say or we write our example, or for instance, in other words, such as, like, blah, 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 and so on and so forth. When you want to add more information about something, you can say in addition or moreover or furthermore. Okay, guys? So here is going to be, these are going to help you in your writing, and also in the conclusion, you are going to start your conclusion one of these phrases. For example, in conclusion, to sum up, or to conclude, and you write something. So you choose only one from these. Good. So now, let's move on to the practical part of our lesson. And here we are going to have this question. Okay? Online learning is better than going to school. Okay? So we have two sides. And because now we are living because of the corona pandemic, so we have online learning, and also we have going to school, الذهاب إلى المدارس. And online learning, I think all of you know what does it mean. So here we are going first to make our decision, make our opinion about this point of view. Online learning is better than going to schools. Okay? And here we are going to raise, we should not start immediately writing. This is incorrect. We need first to understand the question, and then we need to brainstorm the reasons and organize our ideas. We need to get our ideas in order to like write our essay. For example, what do you think is the best way? For example, online learning, let's say that we agree with this statement. Okay, we agree with this statement that online learning is better than going to schools. Other students might disagree with this point of view. So it depends on your reasons. They should be convincing. Okay, so what do you think is the first reason? Let's say that in our draft في مسودة ورقة خارجية أو أي شيء نرتب الأفكار. طيب, so we will start that with the first reason. The first reason that we have that online learning is easy. Okay, so it is easier than going to schools. How can it be easy? For example, how can I support this one? I can say that we can get all the information we need at home. Okay, so we can get all the information that we need at home. This is one idea, one reason, and a supporting. We can watch the lesson again, because maybe sometimes the teacher record the lesson and you can go back to your lesson at any time you want. Good. So this is the first reason, which is easy. Good, guys. And the second reason that we have here is what? For example, we can online learning can improve our technological skills. Good. So how can I support يعني تحسن من مهاراتنا التقنية في استخدام التقنية. Okay, how can I support this idea? I should bring examples. Okay, guys. So here, when I bring examples, I would say, for example, like this: they be more aware of using computers, iPads, for example, or mobile phones. Okay, so here I provide you with two main reasons. The first reason is easy, and the second reason, it can improve our technological skills. Good. Now, I will start writing about this topic. How can I start writing? For example, you can remember the introduction and the conclusion, but you need to support it with details. Okay, guys? So we will start in this way. Many people have talked about the importance of. Here we should provide the readers with the topic of this point of view. So what is shared in this topic? Online learning is better than going to school. So it is, of course, that they share learning. Okay, so we will put it in a different color because it can change from one topic to another. Of learning, about the importance of learning in social media. Okay, then I will say, personally, If you remember these words, I strongly agree that, and then I mention the same topic, which is this one. Okay, so I will write it in red. That online learning is better than going to schools. For different reasons. Good, guys? So this is our introduction. You can use the things that are written in green in different evaluative questions, but you can change the things which are in red. Good? And then we will move to the next paragraph. The next paragraph is going to be our first reason, which is easy. Good. So how could we start? We can say, for example, we skip a line, of course. First, my main reason, or I believe that. I believe that what? Online learning is easy or easier than going to schools. Perfect. So now I raise the reason. Now I need to support this reason with more details, okay? So I will say, for example. Good. For example, I would say like students can, this is our first reason, can get all the information they need at home. So it is easy, no need to go to school, okay? And also they can watch the lesson again. Good. So this is our first reason and the supporting details. Next, we move on to the next part, which is, for example, we can say second. Okay. I can say online learning. This one, this is our second reason. So we can say online learning can improve our technological skills. Good. So here we are raising our reason, and then how we can say, in other words, students can be aware of using computers, iPads, and mobile phones. Good. So this is our second reason and the supporting details. And now we are left with the last part, which is the conclusion, and I will write it in black, so I will finish it in this way. In conclusion, what can we see? We can say, I think that online learning is better, perfect, is better than going to schools for the reasons mentioned above. للأسباب المذكورة. mentioned بمعنى مذكور، للأسباب المذكورة بالأعلى. So when we develop our essay, it will look like this one. And then I will remove all the reasons or the draft that I put. And this is going to be our essay. I hope it's clear to you now. Okay, so we are having like 4 paragraphs. The first paragraph is our introduction. The second paragraph is our first reason with the supporting details, examples. And then we have the third paragraph, which is our second reason with the examples. And last, we have this sentence, I hope it's clear, which is about the conclusion of our writing question. Good, guys? Now, I want you just to go back to these questions and start writing about this topic. You have all the reasons ready. These are the reasons. I would like you just to develop an evaluative essay based on this question. Good? And then share it or with your friends or give it to your teacher to correct it. Good? Now, I think we have come to the end of our lesson, and inshallah we will see you in the next lesson. And always remember not to give this burger to your teacher. Try to give him this burger. Have a good time, stay safe, and see you soon. Goodbye.